All right, I'm starting again, guys. Ready? Welcome back, guys, to an episode number 3. I'm trying out a new format. So, guys, I want you to let me know what you guys think. You like this? Do you want to see other stuff on the wall? And I kind of want to give this a try. All right. Again, I'm upload on YouTube, and I'm still uploading podcast form on Spotify. So go follow me on Spotify. And follow me on YouTube. Again, my Instagram, everything will be popping up. Shout out to my producer, Pablizzi, Productions. Did a great job on my vlog, which I hope you guys saw that. And yeah, again, guys, I'm also gonna be I'm still on the Porque Because, even though, I mean, I fucking carry that podcast. I'm saying that, but they're right here.
A bullshit.
A bullshit. A bullshit. Yeah. Well, today I just wanted to talk about. I mean, I pretty much talk about how I got caught by Border Patrol and my life there, and then I went through my work, my work career. Is that the word? My work history, my whole fucking resume on the open, and then now I want to talk about my music career. And for me, it's kind of iffy calling it a career. I don't know. Is it more like a hobby?
It's a hobby.
It's a hobby, right?
I'll say it's a hobby.
Yeah, it's a hobby. Like music. So I always loved music. I love music. My music is my shit. And so when I was a kid, and playing the drums was my shit. Like, that's what I always wanted to do. That was my thing. I see drummers on TV, and I'm like, I want to do that. I see people playing on stages, like, I want to do that. And so, as a kid, obviously for Christmas, birthday wishes, when my parents were like, ¿qué quieres para Navidad? ¿Qué quieres de tu cumpleaños? I'm like, quiero una batería. I want a drum set. Quiero una batería. And I'd always get the same freaking joke. Oh, la batería está en el carro. Ah, I'm like, okay, right. Now I know how this is going to be for the rest of my life. But yeah, I mean, that was one of my dreams, like, is to have a drum set, and music is a big part of my life. My grandfather, from my mom's side, he was a musician in Mexico, and then his grandfather was also a musician. He played the violin, and my grandfather played the keyboards, el órgano, in a grupo called Los Happies from Mexicali. And he's retired from the music now, but still, he was a big part of like why I love music. And so I actually got to see him play a few times, like towards the end, and it was amazing, just to know someone that could play music. So for me, that was a big inspiration. And again, throughout my childhood, like, wanted a drum set, and as I grew older, I just fell in the back burner. I'm like, yeah, I still love music, but like, just the fact of playing music just fell in the back. Like, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. And so, to fall back into my first episode when I got caught, like when I got let go, I decided to go to church, like, go to a youth group. And I started going to a youth group, and they had music. They had a guitar and then vocals. And by the way, shout out to Sylvia and Steph that are, hopefully you guys will watch this. But they were great friends. They were one of my good friends, and they're the ones that like, I went up to them like, hey, I love music. I'd love to learn how to play. And they're like, sure, like, no problem. Well, you can come and play with us. And I went to one of their practices, and they're like, well, we don't have a drum set, but we have a cajon. If you guys don't know, a cajon is literally what it's called in Spanish. It's a box. It's that you sit in. It's actually from Peru. It's a percussion instrument that you hit with your hands. And so,
is that the city in South Bay?
Peru?
No, that's alcohol.
El Cajon? No, that's El Cajon. Isn't that where you put your underwear and socks?
No, that's alcohol.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't that? I
Isn't
know.
that when they fuck them really good?
That's
No, it's a copión.
Cajon. Dude, this is probably gonna. This is gonna stay.
It's gonna stay?
It's gonna stay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna stay. What you guys just heard is a game that we play between everybody. You know, Marco, Tanya, Pablo, and I. How would you describe that game?
Whatever sounds very similar to the word.
Yeah, whatever sounds similar. Like I mentioned, the Cajon.
Yeah.
So and then you're like you
Is that a city in the south?
you answer it with a question, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is that a city in San Diego? No, that's El Cajon. And then from there we just build on like isn't that where you put what you just heard? Isn't that where you put your drawers? I mean
Your socks.
your socks. No, that's a drawer.
That's a cajon.
That's a cajon. And then I don't know. Anyways, that's staying. That's gonna stay. You guys got a little taste of that. So they invited me to practice. I played. I fell in love with the music, and so literally the next gathering that we had was a Friday. We would gather on Fridays. It was like I was like, oh, let me just jump in, Rick, and I started playing. And from I guess my music career started from there. And then we would play mostly every Friday, and I learned a lot from that instrument. And I have a cajon of my own, which is up there in my top of my closet collecting dust, but never gonna get rid of it. And so I started, I'm like, maybe I should invest in a drum set. And so I was looking at Craigslist, and then at the time I was working at the casino, so I had a little bit of money. And so I was like, let me look, let me see how much I can spend. And then as you guys know, instruments are super expensive. I was looking at them and they're like 600. I mean, used drum sets were like $600. The good ones, DW, Pearl, Tama, Gretsch, all these great brands. They're like $600, $700, $1,000, and I'm like, I just can't afford that. And that was just a drum set. That's not counting cymbals, which is another like $400 or $500. And so I'm like, and then I keep digging, and I found a full complete set for $200. And I was like, aquí soy. And I hit the guy up like, hey, you available? I'm like, yeah. So I go over there and I try it out, but honestly, I just sat on it and hit the drums a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. I like talk like I knew what I was doing, but I really didn't know what I was doing at the time. So I just I'm like, how much you want for it? It's like 200. Boom, here you go. And then I take it, and I'm excited because I finally have my drum set. I finally have my drum set. And I set it up in the house, and I play the same beat everybody knows. And I thought I was on top of the world. Because I'm like, I finally got my drum set, and I'm finally going to do what I always wanted. And I take it to practice. I text Sylvia and stuff like, hey, I got a drum set. This is about to take off. And we're practicing, and we're playing on Fridays, and I'm learning a lot. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying every second I can't play. And again, it wasn't the most expensive drum set. It was it's a D2 a D2 drum set, which is like the lower brand for DW. You can hear that, huh? That sound is Tanya eating cereal. And everything's gonna stay. And so it was a D2 drum set, and it's not the greatest. This is not the best. It's not high quality stuff. It's it's a beginner drum set. It's what it is. And so YouTubed a lot of stuff: how to tune drums, how to clean drums, how to set up your drums, and I just really just dove into it. I'm like, this is my new hobby. And so I'm learning a lot of stuff. I'm learning more rhythm, more beats. Uh, and then and I just got distracted.
Who distracted
The cereal. It's okay.
you? You're distracting him.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry.
You want me to go to the toilet?
No, no, you're fine. You can cut this one out.
You
give me an in? Alright, bet.
No. All right, you keep it in. Fuck it. Ask me if I care.
Do you care?
No, I don't care.
Hey, I get to be part of the podcast.
Yeah.
Do you try?
Do I try?
Yeah.
I don't try.
Don't even try.
I don't even try. Just putting it out there. Balo's scared. He saw something right now.
You're doing a good job, though.
Yeah, you
Thank
are.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you,
that
guys.
sounds really good.
It's flowing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't like that I'm not going to interrupt you, but yeah.
Okay.
Do you like that I interrupted?
Kinda.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Tony.
You don't?
I hate it.
You do?
I hate it.
Should I stop?
No. What was I? Practicing. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. And then, yeah, we started playing. We got asked to play retreats. We got asked to play. I think we played. Did we play Misa? We never played a Misa. I don't think we ever played. Oh no, we did. We did play a Misa, which was pretty cool. And then we played for La Virgen one time. My back is itchy. We played for the Virgen. If you guys know, when you play for the Virgen, you gotta be there at 12 at midnight because it's her birthday. So you gotta celebrate her birthday. And so we played that for like 45 minutes. I played that before work one time, and I went to the misa with my uniform on, and so that was pretty fun. And I love playing with them. Guys, whenever you guys want to play, let me know. I'm always down. And then as the time went going, I invested more in my drums. I got heads. I got drum heads. Yeah, I had to work that word. I got some new drum heads. I learned how to tune better. I still don't know how to tune perfectly though. And tuning is one of those things that it's your own taste, like how you want your drums to sound. And but I mean, I tuned them to what I thought was a good tone. Worked my drums a lot. Went from 4-piece to only 3. From 2 toms to only 1 tom and a floor tom. Bass drum, tuned it, snare. Found out the snare is a big part of it, so you really gotta invest on that. And then I invested in cymbals, not the best cymbals, but like a bigger ride, an effect cymbal. I think I got a China too. And the China, if you guys don't know what a China is, just a cymbal, pretty much upside down, and it gives it this sound, which it's what it's named. It sounds like a China cymbal, like a gong. No, not a gong, but like a crash. You know, like shattering. Anyways, too much detail, too much specifics on the symbol, on the sound. But I invested. Sorry, I invested on my drums, and I loved it. I spent more money on my drums than I did on myself, and that's you can take that to the bank, bro. And more investing, more playing. Played a couple retreats, and then after that we just started. Obviously, we grew in the grupo, and then I think we actually got to play a retiro, which is like a. Oh no, it wasn't a retiro. It was just a concert, a concert that we played, and we got to play in it, which is quote unquote like our biggest show we played at that time. And so that was so much fun playing in front of so many people. You know, for it was at the moment. I'm not saying we played for thousands of people, but we played for a good 100, 150 people. And up in the stage, and then people dancing. I think that's one of my biggest one of my biggest joys playing is knowing that you can change uh someone's what's the word I'm looking for, guys.
Someone's
Mood.
attitude.
Someone's mood. Yes, someone's mood,
Someone's vibe.
vibe.
Is that what
By
cows do?
huh?
Isn't that how
No,
cows
they moo.
Is that what you do in the toilet?
Get your own
That's
podcast,
poo.
Poo.
Yeah. Isn't that what happens when you go to a different house?
That's move.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't that when you're dancing?
That's a bust a move.
That's groove.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Isn't that what bust a move? Isn't that what Hawaiians do? Oh, that's what's up, dude.
This is so dude. Wasn't that a super funny meme? Saw dude.
Savage.
Saw dude. Oh dude. Oh dude. I'm dying here, bro.
Keep that in.
Keep dying.
Wanna cut that shit out?
Okay. Yeah, so we're playing this concert, and again, I was nervous. How it makes people feel. Yeah, so you can change people's mood like that. Like they could come to watch you play, and they're like stressed from work, um, you know, problems at home, whatever, and then you just start playing, and then just get in a good mood, and you see it. You see those type of people. They're like, you know what? I came well, for whatever reason, and then your music just changed. Like they're dancing, they're having a good time, they're hanging out with their friends, they're partying, and then it's like you did that. Like you had the power to do that. You change people, so you can make them cry, you can make them laugh, you can make them fall in love with music, bro. It's something so simple, but yet so life changing. And so we're playing, and I'm watching this happen. I'm watching people dance, especially alabanzas, because they're talking about God, and people have problems, people are sad, and then with alabanzas, you just make them feel great. You like make them feel joyful, and then it's a good way for them to get closer to God, and it was a great experience for me. I'm pretty sure for us, because Silvia, Steph, and Baldo, shout out to Baldo from La Balanza. He's a great friend of mine, and I kind of want to have him in the podcast soon, but I'll talk about that later. So yeah, we play that show, and I'm on the moon, because I'm like, this from here on out, it's gonna be great. Like this is what I want to do, and so we're playing, and then over time, the grupos just starts falling, like growing up, not growing apart. It's like we get older, and it's a youth group. Like you could only be in the youth group so long. So I get asked to play at a different church, right? And I move over there. I was at Escondido in the Resurrection. Shout out to the Resurrection. And that's where I started. Then over I went to St. Mary's, and no. Oh shit, ¿cómo se llama la iglesia? The one in San Marcos. And I get asked to play at a different church, right? St. Mark's in San Marcos. And then I started playing there, and that's where I really got more into the more structural, I guess, music, more sheet music, a little bit of sheet music, more variety of music, and I did more sing. I think I even took singing lessons there, part of the grupo thing that we had to do, and I was practicing twice a week. Twice a week. We're practicing twice a week. So my drumming went from like like moved up a lot from here to there, like, and I did that for a year, 2 years. Yeah, we practiced twice a week, and my drumming improved so much, and I can't stop saying so much thanks to that grupo for allowing me to work on my music like that. And again, we played more shows, we played more retreats. This one this was a bit more active in the music. So we played multiple churches, multiple retiros. Uh, it was so much fun. I loved every second of it, and I wouldn't change it at all. And I met some great people along the way. Maria, which she's the one that took pictures for our engagement. Abel, which I'm going to talk about right now. Jesus, he's the one that invited me to play with him. And all these great friends. And then back to Abel. Abel, he was a bass player when I started there. And so we'd be practicing, and then when the singers or whatever reason would go off, and then like, oh, let's work on this is during practice, obviously, and then be like, let's practice this song without music. So me and Abel would just sit back and just talk, mess around, and then Abel has comes from a norteño group with his family, Dinastia Lopez, and so he was playing there and also playing here. Well, Abel's always played music ever since he was a kid. I'd like also to have him on the podcast. Him and Kike, his brother. Which I'm getting ahead of myself because they're coming up later. And so I tell him, hey man, play a cumbia on the bass, and he'd be like, dun, dun, dun. And then I start playing cumbias on the drums. And then that's how we messed around. We played cumbias, and then we played a little norteño. While the other side of the group was, practicing their whatever they're gonna sing, we're just messing around, killing time because that's all we could do right at the moment. And so we've been doing that. And then he's like, "Hey man, you're pretty good." I'm like, "Thanks." I mean, I don't know a lot at the time. I don't know a lot of corridos, uh, cumbias. I was just something I messed around with. And so he's like, "Oh man, but you should practice more." I'm like, oh, "Okay, cool." Y así quedó. And so we keep practicing in the days, and then he hits me up like, "Hey, my grupo, the norteño grupo de Dinastía Lopez, we need a drummer. We need a drummer because we're gonna record a video, and then we don't have a drummer. And can you help us out?" And I'm like, you know what, bro? I've never played any type of corridos, norteñas, anything. Let me practice and I'll hit you guys up. But I just did that so to be nice, because I wasn't like, for me at the time, like, this is way over my head. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna embarrass myself. It's just gonna come out bad. So I'm just not even gonna try. And then a few days later comes like, "Hey man, we need someone to practice with. Our drummer, flaked on us, whatever. We just need a drummer to practice." And I told him, "Hey bro, honestly, again, I've never practiced. I've never norteñas. I've messed around with them, messed around with the cumbias, but it's not in my bag. Like I can't like." And they're like, "Dude," he's like, "Bro, don't worry. We'll teach you. Just come. We need just someone to help us out to practice." And then I'm like, "Fuck it. All right, I'll give it a try." And so I take my crappy ass drums to Oceanside, was where they lived, and where Aiden lived. And they're like, "Hey man, I meet Aiden, Juan, Enrique, Abel, obviously, and Carlos. This is Grupo Maset, dude." And so they were starting off. I mean, no, they've been in they've had a few gigs, but they were just starting off. And I meet the guys, great guys, friends till hasta ahorita. And they're like, "Yeah, man, I told them straight up, hey, I don't play norteños. I'm not even that good of a drummer. I'm a basic ass drummer. But I can help you guys keep the beat if that's what you want." I was like, "Yeah, man, that's fine. Well, like, you know, we'll make it work." And so, how we doing on time? Let me know.
We're good.
We should probably keep the time like we do at the podcast.
Well, I have it here. I'm looking at it.
Okay. And so I'm playing, and my playing is horrible, bro. I'm way off beat. My timing's off. I mess up a lot, and I'm like, this is going horrible. This is going bad. And I practiced with them once, and then I guess they needed a drummer really bad for a gig. They had a quinceañera gig like, bro, we need a drummer for the gig. Are you willing to help us out? And I'm like, fuck it, dude. Why not? Like, I've jumped on this far. See what? And so the day the gig comes, and then I set up early. I even took Palo. Remember? I don't think you remember.
To what?
To set up the drums at the quinceañera one time. The very first.
Honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember shit.
I know.
Anything like. Well, how long was it?
Years ago, though.
If it's not middle school or like around like
I
7.
think you were in high school.
Was I?
I think it was high school.
remember.
It was 2018.
2018? I was
Yeah.
fresh out of high school.
Were you out of high school?
I was out of high school.
What year did you graduate?
2018.
I think you were fresh out of high school.
That was your first gig?
Yeah, 2018. 2018?
No, bro, you had more gigs. Like, while you were during high school? When I was in high school? Probably like 2016,
I don't know.
2017.
I'll look it up. Let me look it up right now.
Facts? No. Facts are coming up right there.
Okay. Well, as you saw, the year it was.
I still don't know.
I still don't know. You guys know more than I do right now. So we played the gig, and again, it was horrible. I would like. I hope I could put because I think I have some video of it, and if so, we're gonna put it up right now.
Keep talking.
And then so they come up to me like, "Hey, bro, do you want to join the grupo? We need a drummer. You know, you're down to practice. We know you're not the best. You know, you're working on it. Like, would you be willing to just join the grupo?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not? I always wanted to play norteño music. I love norteño music, like all those Cadete, Ramon Ayala, Pesado, Duelo, all these Conjunto Primavera, all these fucking grupos. I love because it's what my family would listen to. It's all we would listen to." And so, like, yeah, dude, I'd love to play. And so that's when I joined Maser, bro. And Maser was my first official norteño grupo that I played for. And I did that for about 3 years, 2 years, if not a bit more. I'd have to, again, fact check that. But so many good times. You wanna charge the battery?
No, you can go.
Okay.
When I do this, they just look at it and keep talking.
Okay. Bro, Maser was one of the greatest. We played a lot of house parties. House parties was the shit. And then played a few quinces. And then I would jump back and forth because they would have, again, like I mentioned, their family grupo. Those were all cousins. Like Aiden was cousins with Abel and Kike. And Kike, Enrique, and Abel were brothers. Juan was it was their friend. It was the homie. And then Carlos, again, one of the homies. But they've all known each other since they were kids. So they had a family grupo called Dinastia Lopez, which was with Aiden, Abel, and Enrique's dad, both dads. That was Dinastia Lopez. And again, I would jump to that grupo too. They needed a drummer, I would go fill in. I was technically drummers for both grupos. And I loved every second of it. I got mad love for these guys and their dads, their families. They opened. I'd go to their house and they receive me with brazos abiertos. Great. I love that family. All the Lopez family. And we played. That's when we started playing nightclubs too. We played a few nightclubs down at Tropics, back when it used to be after Nordal, in front of Walmart. If you guys know, you know. We played there a few times. That's when we even walked in with our intro one time, which was pretty cool because we never had an intro. And we played there. We played at a Patron in El Cajon or Chula Vista. I think it was Chula Vista. We played at Patron nightclub quite a few times. And then, again, lots of house parties. we played in Vegas one time. We went to go play Vegas. That was fun because it was kind of like a road trip, and we got to stay with Marco, Tanya, and back there, and that was fun. Again, just the fact of the road trip, it was a great bonding experience for us. And then being once I started with that grupo, I was inside the, I guess you can call the inner circle of grupos. Like you'd run into, you'd go to house parties, like, and then be like, oh, that's so and so from grupo so, like tal y tal, and I'm like, oh shit, and I met so many people, so many great people, and then they'd be like, yo, we got to jam sometime. It's like, oh yeah, bro. It's a whole nother lifestyle. It's a whole nother culture. It's a whole like point of view of different people. And once you're in this inner circle, you start again and meeting people. They'll start hitting you up like, hey Panda, um, I need a drummer for this Saturday. Are you down? Like, yeah, I'm down. And so you'd go play with another grupo, and then you go, just to help them out, because it's all such a tight community. You help each other out, and then sometimes you'll just do it for free, or sometimes you just, most of the times you get paid, but sometimes it's just for free, just to help a brother out. And it's such again, like, not to repeat myself, but it's such a tight community that it's kind of an untold uh like an untold rule that you just gotta help each other out. We're all in this together. We're all working for the same. We're all aiming to for the same goal. So we just if someone needs help, you help them out. If you can't, that's all right. Like, you'll just point them to someone else. Like, there'll be times they'll hit me like, hey Panda, I need a drummer for the Saturday. Like, I can't. I already have a gig. We already have a gig planned, but like, so and so, the drummer, he's a really good drummer. Hit him up. And so a lot of word of mouth, and it was great. Like, being part of this elite group of musicians, North County musicians, is pretty crazy. And so we're playing gigs, we're having great, we're making, it's the first time I got paid for doing something I loved, and it was such a great experience. You know, be days where I'm like, dude, I'm kind of broke, but I got a gig this Saturday, so I'm gonna have money for the weekend. And then I'd be, and then we'd play. Oh, we played New Year's a lot. We played lots of New Year's, Christmas parties around the winter, like Christmas, Halloween. From November on, it was like the major grupo, like gigs every Saturday or every other Saturday, and then nightclubs hitting you up. I feel like I'm just rumbling. I just feel like I'm going in circles, saying the same shit all the time. It was fun. I loved every second of it. Meeting people, great friends, and then obviously with meeting new people, and then people growing older, growing up. Because I met these guys that were like fresh out of high school. These guys were fresh out of high school, and uh, people's lives grow, so grupos start splitting up, and that's what happened to us. Like, you know, people grew up, like, can't practice anymore, so and so, whatever the thing is, and then we just split up, and there was no hard feelings of it. It just happened, and so I was without a grupo for a while. I was still helping out other grupos. They're like, Panda, I need help here. I'm like, no problems, I got you. But there was a good solid year where I wasn't playing anymore. I wasn't playing, and it was kind of sad because, I mean, it was something I loved. It was a hobby that I loved, and where I live right now, I can't really practice because I'm surrounded by a lot of people that will call the cops on me, and have called the cops on me because I'm too loud. And so there's not much I can do. I can't rent a place to practice. The only times I would practice is when I play gigs, and that would affect me because I technically I wasn't practicing. I couldn't, you know. my skills weren't advancing as much as I wanted to. Either, either way, a group splits up, and so I'm like a year without a group, and so my drums are just collecting dust. They're just collecting dust. I'm still involved in the, tagging group, like liking group of stuff, communication, still out there trying to get something. Again, still gigging a few days. And so another grupo hits me up like, hey, Panda, I don't know if you have a grupo, but we need a drummer for this gig. All right, I haven't played in a year. I don't know how I'm going to sound, but fuck it, let's try it. And then I play, sound like trash. I mean, it sounds better than when I first started, though. But I mean, not where I'd like to be. And then they come up to me like, "Hey, Panda, we're starting this grupo. You want to join? You want to see if you wanted to join?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm fucking down. You just tell me what's up, and I'm down." And that was what was the fucking name of that grupo, bro? The Criston? Not Macero. The one with Cristo. And damn, bro. Marca
Marca prohibida.
Marca Prohibida. Marca Prohibida, bro. With Cristo, Miguel.
Ay, Miguel.
Miguel. Giovanni and Alex. No, Chris. Alex wasn't there yet. Chris. They hit me up. They're like, hey. Because I think I played with Giovanni a gig. I did a gig with Giovanni and Repollo. And shout out to Repollo. Homie, you're going to be on this podcast pretty soon. Trust me, I'll met you up. You okay? Okay. Thank you. And so I played a gig with them. It was super fun. I think what was that? Repollos hit me up for a few gigs, bro. And that one time I played with Giovanni, great time. That's when the Tuba player got hammered before the gig. So, quick story. Repollo hits me up like, "Hey man, I'm playing a party, and I need a drummer." I'm there, bro. So I'm there. I set up my drums, and then for some reason the party is late, and they want us to start later. Like, all right, and these guys leave, and then they're coming back, and they had a tuba player. They were gonna have a tuba player. He's fucking drunk and high. He's crossfaded as fuck, dude. And we're about to start the gig, and he's playing out of whack, out of tune. He's stopping all the time, and then I just see him. I'm like, "Hey, bro," I'm like playing. Like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm good." He turns around, bro. We're right up against the wall, and pukes on the wall, bro. And we're like, we had to stop. Because like we couldn't play, so we took our break early, and so we're like, "Bro, get him some water, wake him up." And then he's like, "I'm good." And for some reason, right where we're playing, there's like trees in the back. There's a wall, like a 4-foot wall, and then there's trees arriba. So this fool jumps up and he's like, I just need to sit for a little bit. But he goes all the way in the back way for some reason. And we're looking at him like, "Bro, just set up que se le baje." And so the birthday girl's like, "Hey, what time are you guys gonna start?" We're like, "Oh, yeah, we're gonna start a little bit. We're just waiting for this guy to sober up." And then I'm looking at him like, "Hey, bro, he doesn't look good." And then we're like throwing stuff at him. We're like, "Hey, let's go. We got time to play." And he's not moving, dog. I'm like, "Did this guy just fucking pass out on it? Is he dead?" And so we climb up there, and then we're waking him up, and he's like reacting. He's like, he's gone. He is annihilated. Like there's no bringing him back. And so we're like, "Bro, we're gonna have to carry this fucker out of here." And at this point, the la fiesta is pissed, dude. It's pissed. I think it was someone's family, like one of the grupos was like cousin or something. But she is pissed. She's like, "You guys gotta get him out of here, because he was under. I mean, he's like, you just gotta get him out of here. He can't be here anymore. he's gonna cause problems, and we're like, dude, get his ass out of here. And they called his parents or whatever, and they took him out and took him home. And now we're like, okay, now we don't have a base. Like the Tuba was our base, so we're scrambling. Like Giovanni is like, dude, I got a base at my house. I can get it. And like, so we sent someone to go get it, and we got to kill more time. So I think we played with like without a bass for a few songs. It was pretty bad. The bass gets here, and then we finish out the gig, but it was such a clusterfuck. And but yeah, and then that's one gig that Repollo calls. Another gig that Repollo, I was with Repollo. Um, where was this gig? I don't remember where it was, where we started, but it was that same gig. I want to say it was that same gig that we played, and then we were going home. I was going home, and he calls me again, like, "Hey, they called me up for another tocada, a late one to that same night," and I'm like, "I'm down, fuck it, I'm down." And then we went back. I think I was already home. I want to say I was already home. Yeah, I think I was already home. And then like I would otra vez for like out to play, and then we played all night, and we finished like around 2 in the morning, and then that was the end of the night. But that was a good one. I love that. Those type of gigs are fun gigs, and so yeah, in this being in this type of environment, meet a lot of great people. Rapollo is one of them, and a little story back to Maser. We even got to play at the Del Mar Fair 2 days. Those years in Del Mar Fair. And then the first day we played, it was pretty cool. You know, you show up, and then you go like to the back where like the artists show up, and they're like, okay, they give you your wristband, and then you go and you set up all your stuff, and you only get like 30 minutes. You only get a 30-minute set, and so uh, we show up, we set up our stuff. In those 30 minutes, you got to set up and sound check, which is like, what the fuck? What are we going to play? But we did it, and it was so much fun. Great experience having to play in a San Diego, um, like a San Diego, what do you call like event? A San Diego event, like the Del Mar Fair, bro. Everybody in San Diego County goes to the Del Mar Fair. And so we got to play there, and it was so much fun. Great experience playing in front of a lot of people. That was the first day. The second day was we were the last ones uh, to play that night. So, and then there was a Mexican group on the main stage. I don't know if it was a banda or a mariachi, but it was a lot of Mexican. It was a Mexican concert. So when they were exiting the state, like the track where they hold the main concerts. Sorry, excuse me. They were walking out to us playing, and it was literally we played for thousands of people. I remember looking out and seeing nothing but no space, just people dancing, and that's in one of my top musical like experiences that I've ever been like I played in front of thousands of people, even if it was just for like 10 minutes or because it was like towards the end of our set, and then we got in trouble because we kept playing, and then sound guys like, hey, we're done, you guys gotta stop, and because they wanted tra, and then they're like, you can't, no more, no more. So we had to exit the stage. It was so much fun. My family got to see that one. That was a good one. And yeah, big shout out to all the Master guys. Enrique, Aiden, Abel, Juan, Carlos was like the manager, you can call him. And yeah, I'd like to have all you guys here too. And back to Marca Exclusiva?
Marca Prohibida.
Marca Prohibida.
By the way, they're gonna do an event.
Really?
Yeah.
Marca Prohibida.
I just saw it right now. I don't think they posted it, but I saw them on some girls like story.
Really?
Yeah.
Oscar Prohibida. Really? I don't think that. No, anyways. Yes, they called me and they're like, "Hey, bro. Well, actually, okay. I played with Maset for. I started 2018, like towards the beginning of 2018, and I was there for like 2 years, 18, 19, and then again, everybody's went on their separate ways. Uh, Aiden actually, Aiden is not playing with Lupillo. Grupo Recio. Yeah, Grupo Recio, which is fucking top tier grupo, man. Great music. I love their music, and playing with Lupillo and Repollo's playing with them too. Lupillo and Aiden. Lupillo and Aiden. Perdón. Repollo and Aiden. They're playing with Grupo Recio, and Grupo Recio is with Lupillo. That was a bit of a. I got confused there.
Yeah.
But these guys are doing it big, bro. They're going around. They're going all over the U.S. Every time I look at the stories, I'm like, oh, they're in New York, they're in Tennessee, they're in Vegas, bro. And I'm like, fuck, bro. I'm so proud of these guys. It's no joke. I'm happy for them, and again, I want you guys here. I want you guys to tell your story. Anyways, keep going. On Marca Prohibida, they call me like, hey, we're gonna start this grupo. You down? Fuck it, I'm down. And around this time, I'm more seasoned, I guess you can say. Yeah, been around the block. I know how the things work and everything. And so we're playing. We're having fun. We're learning a lot. And then people start splitting up. But Chris, the bass player, he left. He started his own grupo, Marco Milde. He's another great grupo. He plays the Tololoche. And then Miguel left for a while. And then we got Alex, another dude. Alex and Giovanni, if you guys don't know who it is, they were in our New Year's episode for Porque Because. And now, probably link it here. It'll pop up. So you guys can go and watch that. And you can see how great of musicians they are. Giovanni tells a crazy story. I was about Quinto got stolen right in front of him. Guys, go ahead and listen to that. But yeah, so I'm playing with these guys, and again, people start, growing different grupos. We split up, and then again, I'm without a grupo for a while. And then Ernesto Navarrete hits me up because I played with him for a few gigs. I played with him, and he's like, "Hey, bro, I'm starting a grupo, M5. Are you down to play?" Like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking down. And it was pretty much Marca Prohibida. It's just different name and like a few different people. But yeah, Cristo was there, and was Miguel part of it? No, Miguel wasn't part of it. Just Cristo and Ernesto. Anyways, we were jamming, and then again, bro, that's the one thing about grupos that I've really started to notice. Like, unless everybody's committed to it and like putting in all their effort, like al cien, like the grupo's gonna be like it's gonna be solid forever. But if there's like a one person that's not giving the effort, like hey, like, or we're gonna practice, but he's not giving it 100%. And I'm guilty of that. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Again, I don't have the chance to practice, so my skills aren't top tier as like I want them to be. Honestly, if I'm being honest, there's drummers that are way better than me, bro. That are way better than me that are out here. Let me just fucking, dude, fucking Eddie. He's a fucking crazy ass fucking drummer, and dude, what's this fucking?
You're running time.
Oh, okay. Anyways, anyway, besides the point, drummers that are way better than me. I'm a basic ass drummer. I'm an average drummer, and I'm fine with that. I mean, I know I could do better, and I know I want to do better, but what I got is what I got, and it's been working for me. And so, again, better drummers out there than me, and the grupos, they start butting heads. They're like, "Hey, I don't want to play this song. I want to play this song. Well, I don't want to play this. I don't play that. Like, I don't want to wear this. I don't want to wear that. I don't want to go here. I can't. I can't play here today. I can't play today. I can't play this weekend. I can't play this weekend. A bunch of nagging, trying to get people. It's a mess. So grupos just decided to split up, and that's the way it is. That's how it's always been, and it's part of the game. And unfortunately, I've been in lots of grupos. I wish I could stay in one, but shit happens. And so, it's Alexis. And so MS5 just se abre. Everyone goes their own separate ways. No hard feelings. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I don't have a grupo. Actually, I'm lying. I kind of do have a grupo. Eddie and the homie Gil, the brothers, they also had a grupo. They have a grupo with their dad. I forgot what it's called. I don't even know what the grupo's called.
You don't even know the group's name and you're in it?
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, hey, man, my dad's looking for a drummer. Eddie hits me up. He's been hitting me up for a while. Like, hey, my dad's looking for a drummer. He's like, él se va a abrir. He's gonna go play with another grupo, but he doesn't want to leave his dad hanging like out and dry without a drummer. So he's like, hey, could you cover me for a few gigs? I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'm not playing in a grupo right now, but I got plenty of time. So I'm covering for him a few gigs, and then he's like, hey, I'm out. I got a different grupo. Do you mind staying with my dad? Like, no problem, bro. And the dad's a great dude. He's like, hey, it's not every weekend. It's like once a month. Maybe every other month we'll have a gig. Is that okay with you? I'm like, no problem, bro. It's like I still get to play, like, film my hobby. Like, I play every once in a while. I don't have to worry about like butting heads with other other musicians that I play with. I don't have to worry about this. I don't have to worry about anything promoting. So I'm like, that's fine. Like, I feel like I retired for a while. I feel like I'm retired because I'll play every once in a while, and that's a little where I'm at right now. And excuse me. And that's pretty much it. My music career, again, I don't know. It sounds kind of in a nutshell, man. There's plenty of stories that I missed. There's plenty of people that I didn't mention, and yeah. The reason I'm doing this episode on YouTube, and with the background, I'm gonna work on the background, go a little bit more flair to it, is because I wanna interview in the grupos. All these people that I know have great stories and a lot of great grupos that you can promote yourself in here. As this isn't, I don't have thousands of viewers. I don't have millions of viewers. I don't have any promotions. It's just I just like talking, and I like talking to grupos, and I want to have you guys here. I'm gonna have another couch right next to me. We're gonna interview guys. We're gonna, how you guys started, what made you fall in love with music, how the chemistry is between you guys, what you guys are working on, gigs that you're available, all this stuff we're gonna talk about, and I want to have you guys on this. 760 Vision, I want to have you guys. Grupo Recio with Repollo, Naden, and and even small like Ernesto. I want to have Ernesto, like all these guys. I want to have them. I want to interview them, and it'll be great promotion for you guys. You guys can share this. You got if people want to know who you guys are, how you guys play, we might have you guys play a little bit. It's just kicking, spinning shit, and then having fun and talking about things we share in common and things we love. And then, yeah, I look forward to the future podcast with you guys, more episodes. And again, this isn't just going to be a music-based podcast. It's also going to be my life. My career as an electrician is a big part of me. I'm gonna have fellow Sparkies that come and talk, not just Sparkies, but other people with different trades. If I want to meet more people, and how talk about how they got into the trades, whatever trades there is, how it is. If information of people that want to get into it, stuff like that. I just want to interview people. I love talking to people, meeting new people, and I love this podcast idea. I love these sharing it from people's lives. It's great. I love it. And so yeah, this was episode 3. Again, I probably missed a lot of stories. If you guys are watching this, whoever's watching this is like, hey, bro, remember that time, so and so did this, or okay, another quick story. One time we played at the elote. You know, that was a Halloween party, and we played at the elote. That was a lot of fun. Shout out to Exclusivo Entertainment. That was a fun night, And then tried playing it again later, but that was a fucking mess. But yeah, stuff like that, crazy shit like that. There's plenty of stories, and I want to have you guys come over and share those stories with you, because that's just my point of view. Maybe you saw it different. Maybe you have another point, different way. Like, no, I remember it this way. And again, bro, guys, we're just having fun, trying to see what this podcast comes out to be. It might not be nothing, but it's fun stories that I like to share. Again, this was episode 3. Like, comment, subscribe. Listen to it on Spotify or podcast form. You guys are working. It's like, yo, let me listen to the podcast real quick. Go ahead and jump on it. Go watch Porque Because on YouTube, guys. We're on our 21st episode, gonna come up pretty soon. That's gonna be a fun one. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Publizi production.
Let him finish!